Is it control or do they care? How do we know? How do we know if many of us have been brought up and conditioned to believe that controlling means they care? It's easy for us to get that mixed up because most of what most of us have experienced in our life was controlling. Okay? Before I jump up into this video today, and stay tuned to the end because I got a power pack video for you. I'm going to give a couple of examples where this could be happening to you and in your life, or maybe you're receiving confirmation over something that you've experienced and maybe gotten yourself out of. Congratulations to you. And I want to talk about in familyship, friendship. It could be your children, maybe at sports, or maybe you were controlled whenever you were growing up inside of sports. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be your boss. Take how this resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Before I jump up into this video as well, I want to say stay tuned to the end because I'm going to tell you how do you know if it's caring or controlling. There's only one way to actually know, okay? Always believe and know that great things are headed your way, baby. All you got to do is believe it and open up and receive it and give thanks in advance, okay? And know and remember, I encourage you that belief is the most powerful force on the planet next to love. So choose to believe. Choose to believe what is supportive for you, my friends. That's real talk. And if you are someone who resonating with this message that I got for you today, remember, choose to see it in a different light. Choose to see it in a different way. And just be real and honest with yourself if this message is resonating with you today, okay? Manipulation can look like care, easily. It can look like when somebody's actually manipulating you, you may think that they care. You may even think like, maybe they trying to look out for me. Maybe they want the best for me. Maybe they just care about me, right? Or maybe they see something in me that I don't see in myself. So maybe that's why they're pushing me like this. Or maybe that's why they're manipulating me like this. Whether you're aware of that manipulation or not, whether whatever words you're using or saying to yourself, but you are curious about this. And most of the time, we make it look like it's beneficial to us. Oh, they don't mean no harm, bro. They care about us type stuff. Controlling usually starts with feelings. The feelings that usually start controlling behaviors or insecurities and resentment. When someone actually cares, it comes from love. And it does not force you to do something that you don't want to do. You are not being forced when someone cares. Let me say that again. You are not being forced when someone cares. When they care about you, they do not force you. They are considerate of your own choices and decisions. They don't force you to do something just because they want you to do it the way they want you to do it. That's force. But we can easily mistake this as they care. You see that right there? Manipulation can look like care. Caring is what you actually want. You may think you want control, but you don't. And when you start to experience it, you'll see that that is not what you want, especially you empaths out there. But at the end of the day, no souls really want someone to control them. They think they do because we believe that this is the way someone cares, or this is how they show they love to me. And people have these beliefs so deeply that they stick around in very toxic relationships with people who are controlling and manipulating them, and they don't see it. No matter what you tell them, it's like they still don't see it. They don't get it, and they're experiencing and living this, but to them, it's like they think it's normal because maybe they even experienced this as a child. And this is why this is tough, and that's why I'm spreading this awareness today, and also I was guided to make this video. So you don't want someone to control you, even if you may think you do, okay? Control looks like one-sided, one-sided, suffocated, double standards, disrespect. Remember, you guys, I encourage you, people should respect your choices. They should respect your choices as you should do the same. It should be a two-way street, not a one-way street. And a lot of times we see a lot of one-way street, my way or the highway type stuff. And a lot of us grew up in environments like this, in households like this, and we might believe that this is real. And I'm here to tell you today, my friends, this ain't real. This ain't the way. This ain't caring. This is controlling. And this ain't what you looking for. At the end of the day, everything does happen for a reason. But sometimes we don't learn the lesson and we stick in a place and we settle for less. We stick in a place with people and we just say, this is our life. That's it. This is all life has for me. And we give up and we let this happen. So I'm encouraging you today that yes, everything happens for a reason. All you got to do is find the reason why this happened to you. Learn the lesson and keep it pushing and leave the baggage behind. Just because you grew up like this and you might believe this does not make this real. This is not what you deserve at all. You do not deserve someone to be trying to control your every move. Control everything that you do, trying to tell you, bro, I lived like this. I lived like this because I grew up in a home where I was controlled. With everything I do, you better do this like this. You better not do this. I woke up to water being dashed in my face because I might have forgot to do something. I did not tell you to do this before you go do that. Didn't I tell you to do that before you do this? I told you not to go do that. Man, I told you to watch this. Do that. It's like I lived in a home like that. How many of you understand what I'm saying? You feel me? But I'm not blaming that because I learned from that by looking inward. Blame game dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking my story, right? So I lived like that. So then my first actual relationship was exactly that way. Full of control. And at the time, in the society, the people around me, everybody was like, I say, attracted to a controlling guy or girl. Mostly I'm a woman, so I'm going to speak from my perspective. Like most women want a man that control them. They thought it was sexy. They were attracted to that. And many other things, TMI, that they've told me that they were attracted to. So honestly, I fell into that as well and thought, hey, that's normal. Ain't that what you're supposed to have? Like nobody wanted a nice guy, right? That's how it was. You know, everybody want the man who mean, the like low key, like controlling you, because that's what we all were conditioned to believe. And this can be man or female. So take how it resonates into your life. But at the end of the day, we should respect people's choices and others should respect our choices as well. You don't have to agree with each other, but support and respect should be present. Like they should respect what your choices is and you should respect what their choices are. Doesn't mean we have to come to an agreement, but we respect one another. This is the key to it all, especially when you actually get in a soulmate relationship. After being in such a controlling relationship, you really have to learn that the way of what you experience with control is not the right way. And the way that this person is the right way, because they're going to be the opposite of what you were used to. And it may make you feel like they don't care. This is a very important video that I'm dropping here today, you guys. Besides, there are always two ways to look at every situation. There's always, like, I always find a way, like, with me and my fiance, I can always find a way to understand where he coming from. And he always finds a way to understand where I'm coming from. And you know what I realized? It's always us meaning the same thing, but expressing it differently. Like, you don't have to be in a relationship where it's controlling and manipulative and arguing and fighting. I thought that was normal. It's not normal. I do not do none of that. I don't even know, like, we really, like, keep it cordial on the cool. Like, we don't really have disagreements because of what I just told you right now. We always look at it both ways. And we come to a mutual agreement. And sometimes he may not agree with what I'm saying. I might not agree with what he's saying, but it's cool. We ain't doing no tripping. Neither one of us are like, you're wrong. You're right. It's not even about that. We get the understanding from one another. So no, it's not normal to be controlled and manipulated as I thought so when I first met my soulmate. I thought that, well, I just mentioned to you that he didn't care because he wasn't doing what I was used to from a controlling relationship. And y'all take these messages in. Take them how they resonate with you today. It could be your family, your friends, a relationship, a teacher. It could be anybody, you lovely souls. Okay, stay tuned into this. This is real stuff that really matters. That could be affecting you within yourself. Even if you've gotten out of this, you may still be having certain energy you catching yourself living out of. Okay, so there's always two ways, I like to say all the time, to look at a situation. A lot of times what I see, and I'm going to say it from the point of view I see it in, okay, and it could be vice versa, is that in relationships, a man can do what he wants, right? But the woman can't. And it can be vice versa. Oh, he can go do this, this, and this, but I can't. I've seen this my entire life, and I still see this today. He can do this, but I can't. And I experienced it in my own life, and it never made sense to me. It really peed me off. You heard? It really did back then, because I didn't understand why he thought he can do what he do, but I had to stay home and cook and clean and take care of the kids. And when I wanted to do what I want to do, it was a problem. When I want to do what I want to do, I had to find the babysitter. As if so now they not your kids because I want to do something. Like, it did never make sense to me. And like I say, you think you want someone to control you until you end up in them shoes and realize this is far from what you actually was looking for. This is not care. This is suffocating, one-sided. And it's not good. It's not good. And if you stick around even longer, things can happen deeply within you. And I'm going to give you some of those signs as well. So that can happen vice versa. So a lot of times you women out there, we be being controlled. He can do that, but I know. Let me break something down real quick. When it comes to a relationship with man and woman, there is no certain person who got to cook, clean, wash, do none of that. We're going to do this together. My life is as busy as his life. If I can't get to make our supper, if I haven't got the time to get to it, then he'll come in and he'll start supper. If I haven't got the time to go to the store to get items that was needed, then he'll come in and he'll go to the store. Whatever I have maybe not gotten to, he's there like, where can I help you with? What you need help with? Can I help? Can I help you out? And I used to not accept this help and then get burned out and tired and then be mad at everybody and blame everybody, right? That's how I used to be with it. Until he taught me, like, you got to let people help you. And that's what I'm saying to you today. You got to let people help you. There's times in your life where you might need some guidance and support. You might need some help. And you got to let people help you. And us empaths and us souls who are used to helping others, it's hard for us to actually reach out for help. But I want to tell you, if you need that help, make sure you get it. Okay? So that's the way it used to be for me. But they lied to us. There is no certain specific way a man or a woman should do things, but we do this together. That's why a lot of women carry a lot of stress. And then they be trying to control their man because I pay the bills, I cook, I clean, I take care of the kids, I do this, they do everything. So at this point, they like, I don't even know why I need you. You just here. It be like that sometimes. You know, because they got everything on their shoulders. And if this is you as a woman or a male right now, you are with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? You are with the wrong person. And you're the one who may be starting to feel like you want to control everybody and everything around you because of what you feeling inside. I've been there too. That was me as well. And that's why I'm speaking this truth today, because souls need to know the truth out there. This awareness must be spread. You feel me? Another thing is like, if you're in a relationship, and this can be a family ship, friendship, whatever, but when you want your alone time in a relationship, and say you just want to go out to the mall by yourself, or if you got you a bestie or whatever, you're fortunate to have that. You can go out with your friend, or maybe you're going out with your family, whoever you want to go out without that being, right? Without that person you're in a relationship with. They will feel some type of way about you having your alone time. When you get dressed, why you getting dressed? Who you trying to look good for? Dang, you can't even look good for yourself. This is why this stuff is reckless, you guys. Oh, I don't want you to go because what if somebody try to hit on you and I'm not there? Like, they will start all these things to stop and prevent you from going and spending your alone time by yourself, however you choose to do that. It's like it's suffocating. You don't have your alone time because actually they want all your time. They want to control every part of you. Okay. And this also, I see this all the time, man. Real talk. And it's like, another thing is a lot of women, and vice versa, always take it how it is. Because these days, in any days, it could be man or woman. So vice versa if you got to, okay? So another thing is like, because I ain't clowning no men, bro. Real talk, I love all sexes, men and women. You feel me? I love all people generally. Real talk, I'm not sexist. I work with men all the time. You feel me? Actually, I resonate with both. So that's why I'm telling you the vice versa this. However, you got the vice versa this, okay? Because I feel like a man, like, you trying to talk about me, Kelly? I feel that energy somewhere. Nah, that ain't nothing but love, bro. Real talk, okay? Another situation is like, let's say, you might not even be allowed to get a job. Like, had a job as a lead, right? And I was making more money than him, but yet I was being questioned like the FBI. Like I was under investigation before and after work. And it was so tiring and draining. I was working 12 hours. It was so tiring and draining. And it got to the point where this person didn't even want me to work anymore because of their insecurities within themselves. They were thinking that I would move on and leave. And everything that they was actually thinking, I actually did it. I did start to move on. I did start to cheat and do me on the side because I started to realize that this person got me messed up. I mean, yeah, I should have just left this person, but it was not that easy for me at that time because I kept trying to create that family home that they tell you on TV that don't want a broken family type stuff because you might have come for one. So you stick around thinking that you're doing what's best for your kids, not only knowing that you're doing the worst for your kids because your kids can see that you're not happy. Your kids going to see the arguing and fight. Thank God that my kids don't even remember us even being together. You know what I'm saying? But that's the things that will happen. So this person is controlling you. But you might think, oh, they just don't want me to work. I can stay at home, mama. I ain't got to work these hours no more. Oh, maybe that's what it is. No. They don't want you to be you. They don't want you to do you. They are controlling you. It's not what you think. Okay, because a lot of women can easily, or men, get that mixed up. And I see this all the time in relationships. And I also see this with family, okay? And again, as a woman, we be thinking it's sexy to be controlled. Oh, I like a man to control me. Oh, no, but when he really do it and the shit get real, you ain't really sitting with it right. It ain't really what you thought because it starts to get worse and worse and worse and you get no more freedom. So, no, that's not sexy. That's controlling. That's manipulative, and that's not what you want. You want somebody to care about you. You don't want nobody to control your every move. You just probably been, like I said, conditioned to believe that. You probably grew up like that, and it feels normal to man or woman, okay? And also with family, I want to throw in there that they don't want you to have your alone time because they want your time, right? Take how it resonates, because some of you don't have family like this. But those of you who have this family, like, why you always by yourself? Or they think you with a man or a woman or whatever. They think you doing something other than really just sitting in silence. Just observing your thought. Just working on you, focusing on you. They don't understand that. So they will also feel some type of way about you being alone to yourself. And so were fake friends. Why you gotta be by yourself? Like everybody try to jack your alone time, bro. On the cool, man, real talk. And I understand why, because it's powerful to be alone. That's real talk. And many of us may even be scared and have a fear of being alone like I used to. And it's the most powerful thing. I used to be an extrovert and I turned into an introvert because I thought I was an extrovert. But nothing's more important to me than my alone time now. But it took going through these types of things I'm explaining right here today, you know. So this is what a lot of people be experiencing, and they be getting this stuff mixed up with control, mixing up with caring. This is not caring. And a lot of times, parents, we don't even realize what's going on with our children at school. Like, we be thinking that coaches be pushing them to become better or whatever or whatnot. But the truth is, I see a lot of manipulation done to these kids, especially where I'm located. These kids are manipulated into doing all these types of sports that they're not even really interested in. They're manipulated for their spots and position. Or if you don't do this or you miss this, then somebody else going to take it. Like all types of things that we think is right, and it's manipulation. And I encourage all parents to really get to know your child, your children, the best that you can. And because the children is the future. And I'm not saying that you're not doing that already, but get to know what they really like and what they don't like, you know, so that they can understand that they don't have to do things just because everybody else is doing it. They don't have to do things just because people tell them they got to do it. Because a lot of times coaches see nothing but talent in you and they just use your child just to get what they want from it. Child break their leg, hurt themselves, then what? They just pull on another kid just like that. And they don't really care about the person that's hurt. Like I say, where I'm located, that's what's popping. So I'm giving that message across too as well. Be mindful of what your kids are really experiencing at school. Because at the end of the day, these people strangers. Real talk. We in a matrix of simulation. Y'all already know what it is. So really tune into your children. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm sure you're doing a great job at that. But I just encourage that because I know your life could be busy as well. Or maybe you focusing in on you too. You feel me? So just, really focusing in on how your children are feeling. Because I see a lot of what I see out here. I'm not even going to go into that. I'm going to let that be. So when somebody actually cares about you, it's not none of what I described right here today. Caring it comes from love. It comes from feeling love. When you actually care about somebody, you allow them to make choices and decisions on their own. You respect their choices and decisions. You let them speak. You don't just cut them off and put in whatever you got to say and turn the whole story on to you. When somebody really cares. See, the opposite of that is control or don't care about you. When somebody really care about you, it might even scare you because maybe you've never been cared about before. That's why it's important to really care for yourself first so you can attract those types of people into your life who really care about you. That's real talk. Because being controlled and manipulated for most of our lives and everywhere we went, even at school, we might think that that's normal and it's not. And as parents, you may have those pure intentions for your child or your children, but you may not know that you are not actually helping them. You could be affecting them by how you raised them, actually. So really look in at what it is you're doing with them and see what worked for you and what didn't. And is it caring or controlling? Because it's so easy to get those two mixed up. When someone cares about you, they don't do all these things that I'm mentioning here today or force you to do things. That's why athletics these days it's just shaking my head. So another thing I want you to ask yourself is this person, whoever it is in your life or was in your life, did they care about me or were they controlling me? So you'll know if any emotions or things happen to you within that you can go in and look at and understand today. Another thing is they'll gaslight you and be like, I'm not mistreating you, man. You tripping. I ain't did nothing to you, man. Why you always tripping, man? It's always you tripping. You always tripping. You always making up stuff, man. This shit going on in your head. This ain't real, man. Why you saying I do this, man? I love you, man. I cut for you. All that stuff. Gaslight you to make you think that they not really mistreating you. Take how that resonates as well. I want to give you some controlling behavior. A controlling behavior, for example, is when a person expects or compels or even requires others to cater to their own needs. I want you to cater to me. Beyonce put the music out there. Cater to me. You feel me? But that's what controlling behavior is. Somebody that wants and expects you to cater to their every need. I need you to bow down to me. You feel me? I need you to cater to me, man. And y'all see this all the time. They put it on TV and all this to make this seem normal. And you might have experienced it growing up and seen it everywhere. You might have thought that it's normal and it's not. You lovely souls. You won't care and not control, okay? You know what I'm saying? A controlling person targets an individual and dominates them in an unhealthy way, in a self-serving way. They target people like us, you lovely souls. And they prey upon those that are closest to them. I'm going to say that again. They prey upon them. They prey upon those that are closest to them. Straight up like that. They take advantage of an individual. And they prey upon those that are closest to them. And they take advantage of an individual, bro. Real talk. They take your kindness for weakness. They look for a targeted individual who is kind. Oh, if they kind, then they weak. I could find my way in to them and get what I want. Get them to bow down to me. Get them to do whatever I say and how I say it and how I want it to be. That's what they do. And take how this resonates in your life. It could be your family, your friends, anybody. The person you're in a relationship with, whether you want to admit it or not. But the best thing is to admit it. You're going to see right here as I'm getting to the end of this video what this can cause. This person, a controlling individual behavior, also could be giving or seeking more attention than usual. They could be giving way too much attention. I'm hearing attached. They're attached to you. Like, oh, where you going? Can I go? Oh, I want to, like a little baby type stuff. Like a 2-year-old. Okay, if you don't got a 2-year-old, just think of a young kid. They could be giving you way too much attention. They can also feel suffocating to you. Or They seeking more attention from you than usual. This ain't normal. Okay? They'll threaten your ultimatums and put you down when things don't go their way. They put you down. My tire was, they tire, right? Was flat on the way to the store. They calling you. It's all your fault. You ain't put no air in that tire. It's all your fault while I had flat. Hey, that's real talk. They put you down when things do not go their way. When things do not work out their way, they're going to put you down. Bring you down. However that means to you, you know? They be teasing and remarking you. How do I say, like, they use teasing remarks, right? Around family and friends. I'll never forget this. Made me want to just, way back then. You feel me? Thank God I got in a piece. Yeah. I thank God feel me every step of it. That's all I'm going to say. You feel me? But they like do these teasing remarks whenever they're around friends and family that affect you. And you know it hits you deep what they saying. But everybody else is laughing. And they don't understand how you really feel inside, what this person is really doing to you. And maybe you don't understand, but I'm telling you here today, if it's resonating, baby, this is what it is. They make you feel unworthy. And with those teasing remarks and stuff, family and friends don't even notice them. They think that they're just really good people. They only see certain things that they do good. They don't understand what's going on behind closed doors. If you're in a relationship, this happens. And also, like, again, this can be any type of relationship. A relationship is someone you have relations with. So take this how this resonates. They'll make you feel unworthy and worthless. I never forget how I felt so unworthy. How I felt worthless. How I felt like I didn't matter. How it felt like I didn't understand why I was experiencing this. Why was I in these shoes? Why was this happening to me? I felt not enough. Once again, same familiar feelings from my childhood. So, and what comes from dealing with a person like this, you may feel damaged confidence, low self-esteem. Your confidence probably got damaged. You probably feel very much low self-esteem and a loss of your sense of self. You probably lost yourself where you don't even feel like yourself anymore. You don't know who yourself is. The longer you stay in, more things start to happen. When longer you allow someone to control you. You may have had this difficulty taking action in your life because you're afraid of making mistakes. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid to fall because of this experience. And I want to say again that everything you experience, be grateful for it. Be grateful for it, regardless of the outcome. But don't stay longer than it's supposed to be. Take yourself out of their world. Take yourself away from these types of people. And just take the lesson with you and allow yourself to heal it. Heal yourself. And just take the lesson and leave the other baggage behind. Because that's not who you are. That's what you experienced. And now you can learn from it. And you can lead with it with action after you heal and help other people who struggle in this area. Take how this resonates to you today. Because I'm giving you some game that might be tied to your purpose. You feel me? Another thing is like, you may fear you'll see this often, and they'll put it on movies like it's normal. You may fear to be without this controlling person. You may be scared to live life without them because you're so used to them controlling you. You might have become codependent on them and maybe others after leaving this relationship because you have this fear of being without that person who controls you. I feel like that's a deep message for someone out there. And the symptoms that will come into your life, not a doctor, disclaimer, could be depression, anxiety, God, a lack of will to live. I just didn't want to live no more because I didn't understand why this was happening to me. And I want to tell you that you have so much to live for. You may feel this way because you feel you're around this person who's making you're around this person who's controlling you, is what I want to say. So once you take yourself out of this situation and learn the lesson, you'll see why there's so much for you to live for. Regardless of where you are right now, you have so much to live for. But you may feel that lack of will. But I want to tell you, like I say, if you need help, get help. Okay? It's that real. But the universe wanted you to be here. So know that. And if you are controlled for a longer period of time, this can even cause PTSD. Not a doctor, disclaimer. So there's only one way to know if they're controlling you or do they care. And that is to heal. Heal yourself. Get away from them. Heal yourself, and then you will see the truth. Because when we experience traumatic experiences, it's like our body's used to trauma, right? It's familiar to us. So when we experience a lot of trauma in our life, we usually just let anybody in and out of our life. We usually just let people be around us that don't deserve to be around us. We usually accept things in people's BS in a way that we normally really wouldn't if we were healed. And when we heal, we realize that certain people do not deserve our energy. Certain people do not deserve to be in our space. Certain people, no matter if you love them, do not deserve to be around you. And that's real talk. And that's why healing is so profound and so powerful. That's only one way to find out. Get away and heal, my friends. Then you'll see if they really care. That's real talk, because you're going to see it in a new light. I love each and every one of you out there. I hope this video was helpful to millions of souls out there, and it touches your soul and speaks directly to your soul, because it's such a powerful, powerful video. And I've lived it. So to many of you who may be struggling with it, just know that you can do it, baby. Hey, I'm a witness. And everything is happening for you, whether you know it or not. But just understand that you don't have to keep yourself in places for a long time and just settle there. That's not what it's about. If you like this video and it's resonating with you, hit that like button, baby, so we can get this message out to more lovely souls like yourself. Share this video with anyone you feel that needs to hear this message. And if you're watching my videos, find this message is here, consider join the Pure Clarity Mindset family, baby, by hitting that subscribe button and that bell. Because on this channel, we getting our mind right. Follow me on Instagram at Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually, baby. And just know that you are not alone. And I love you all. Real talk. And I'm wishing the best for you. And you can do anything, baby. God will not give you more than you can handle. Everything in your life, you can get through it. All you got to do is tap into the power within you. You got the power. Yeah. I love you guys. Real talk. And I'm rocking with you. I'm so grateful for such a lovely community. Thank you all for sharing your valuable time here with me. Peace, love, and light to all of you. Peace. Come back to see me, though.